Bam.
You're listening to Outta NoWHERE. You're listening to the Outta NoWHERE Wrestling Podcast, brought to you by WrestleCrate, WrestleCrate.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? It's time to get, freaked out after NXT. It's time to freak out and go crazy. I am so happy that we are here to bring you Outta NoWHERE, Episode 2, and there is so much to talk about. NXT Respect is over. MSG last week, Monday Night Raw. JD, you're already laughing. What the fuck is going on?
Fucking people in the chat, man. I swear to God, these guys are fucking rabid animals.
They're out for blood over there, huh? What happened? Like, what are they saying? Is it about somebody else?
One guy was like, "My dick is hard." He's ready for the fucking podcast. Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Here we go. It's Outta NoWHERE Episode 2. We're ready to go. We're gonna leave this music running for a little bit, but man, holy shit. Sasha Banks, but let's just talk about the fucking obvious, I guess. I mean, what the fuck? That was... The donations are coming in.
I am so ready.
Fuck that.
Oh yeah, brother, someone get me a Slim Jim, oh yeah, and give Drew and JD some support.
I'm so ready, oh yeah, brother. Someone get me a Slim Jim, and oh yeah, and give Jody and JD some support. He's coming in his pants, and when you donate $3.16, you get the Stone Cold hell yeah. And I appreciate that. Me and JD split all the funds, and it supports both of us. So I appreciate that. Yeah, man, it's the elephant in the room. It's Sasha. It's Bayley. It was something different, and it was pretty fucking awesome the way they did it. I loved seeing that clock and the points, and everything about it, man. I got a hard on. I knew that Bayley was going to win, but I loved it. I thought the only thing was the ending. I couldn't tell she tapped, and I think that threw everyone off a little bit. And they didn't play her music right away, Bayley's. That was my only gripe with it, but everything was so good.
Yeah, but the way they kind of celebrated in the ring, it was like a final send-off, I believe, for Sasha. So that's the last, sadly, we'll see of her in NXT.
I know. I kept thinking. I started thinking to myself because I've been saying, obviously, Sasha's gonna lose. She's ready in the WWE. It's time for Bayley, whatever. But then I started thinking, man, they're doing such amazing business. Maybe Sasha could win this thing back, and they could go a third time, and Sasha's still in the WWE main roster. That maybe that could actually happen.
I actually thought Nia Jax was gonna make her debut tonight. Like I said in my review, which is uploading right now, Nia Jax could have just party crashed the entire event at the end and just beat the shit out of Bayley, and just leave her laying in like a pool of her own blood. Just kind of way to introduce her, but. I guess they're saving it for next week. They have these promos coming, so that's what I would have did. It would have been a nice little cap off for the evening. But
that's not a bad idea, especially once everyone else started going to the back and everything, and then they all kind of the last person to leave is Triple H, kind of holds his hand out at Bayley and then he leaves, and then Bayley's still in the ring getting applauded with the flowers. And then maybe Nia Jax could even come out from under the ring and then just stand up straight and then turn around and jump in the ring and then bury her or something. That'd be I mean, that's ridiculous to think she'd be hiding under the ring for an hour and a half, but for the whole fucking show, I'm really ever since Kane did that ambulance shit, I'm all fucked up. I don't know what's going on. Guys, 339-226-6610. We're definitely going to be taking your calls, obviously. And I don't think you're going to get your number's going to get thrown up this time, hopefully, on the air like that sort of happened last time. If it does, well, you're fucked. But it shouldn't. Anyway, what else did you notice from tonight? There's a lot of cool shit. Did you end up being able to see the whole thing?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. I was a little bit late towards the first match because I was playing Destiny with the guys, but the Balor match and Samoa Joe versus the Mechanics, I believe. Right. They, I like the story that they were telling with Balor's knee. I kind of knew that they were going to win the entire thing, but I would have rather had Gable and Jordan win the entire thing because I thought it would have been great for their character.
Right. And, it's somebody pop in here. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought it would have been great for their character. And just for a young team, an up-and-coming team, I thought someone could have won that instead of two established names. But what the fuck do I know?
Yeah, and you're right. And I thought a lot of people actually mentioned that. Lots of people have been bringing that up, the way they did it. 904, you're on Out of Nowhere, episode 2 with JD from NY206, JD from New York, and Joe Cronin. What's up?
Hey guys, I just wanted to bring up something different because I heard you talking about it, and this is like my first time. So I've been watching sports for years, but the only sport I've never watched is hockey. So I'm trying to get into hockey, but I have no clue about anything that has to do with hockey. And today was my first day, and I have a question. Why do they let them beat the shit out of each other?
Why do they let them beat the shit out of each other? I would say, I think I can answer this, because the reason why is because in a hockey game, it's a little more chaotic than in basketball or something like that. People slap wrists and shit like that. Unless someone gets hit in the balls or something, or, really hard, nothing doesn't generate the same type of situation. The referees don't miss fouls in the NBA. But in hockey, it's kind of like there are lots of little dirty things can happen. Emotion plays a big part in hockey. Some guy could say every time you go in the corner, there's a guy and he kind of like slashes your wrist and the referee doesn't notice it. And he keeps doing it. And then your guy gets slashed and he grabs his wrist. Referee doesn't see it and he goes off the ice. And you find out that guy's badly hurt. He's out of the game. Well, the referee missed it. Your team gets pissed off and says, fuck this. We're going to try to fight this guy. And they start hitting him and punching him and they get retaliation. So they let that bowl over. There's a lot of collisions, a lot of contact. And it's just shit that's going to happen in a hockey game. There's more contact. There's constant contact, right? It's not football where it's one play, there's a big hit, and then it's over. You expect to be hit. Hockey's constantly ramming into each other, hitting each other, dirty shit, all this stuff, and fights are bound to happen. And actually, I think it's just because we like to watch fighting. How about that? Punch him in the face.
Yeah, I was watching it. I kind of liked it. I might keep watching. I was watching that, what's their names? The CM Punk's team,
Blackhawks. All right, man. Well, thanks very much. Call back when a hockey game's on. I don't know. I appreciate the call, but what the hell was that? We're telling them about how hockey works, like we're talking about NXT. What else do you think tonight, JD, about that match?
Well, the Dusty Rhodes Classic. Like I said, I would have had an established team win it. I wasn't really too impressed with the tag team matches tonight. I mean, they were just there. If you look at the entire card, I think it was the weakest on paper for an NXT Takeover event. But I was really impressed with Apollo Crews and Tyler Breeze.
That was a really good match.
Yeah, these two guys are fucking beasts, and I think Tyler Breeze. I think he's done literally everything in NXT. He hasn't won a world title, but I don't think he needs to. He's been down there for 4 or 5 years now. He's got a great gimmick. I just wish that Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn would know how to use him on Monday Night Raw. Otherwise, he'd be up there already. But he was very impressive tonight. He was very, I guess he was intense. And Apollo Crews, I said this on my review, man. I think when Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn see him, just his physique and what he does in the ring on top of that, I think he's going to be the next black WWE champion. I guarantee it. I'd
love to see something like that. There was the little moment when Tyler Breeze grabbed his leg from doing his finishing maneuver, and then he rolled him up after hitting him with putting the knees up. Just little things like that made that match really good. That is the match besides Sasha and Bayley that I'll go back and watch. Yep. 770, what's up?
Hey, guys. Talking about Sasha and Bayley, don't you think it's amazing or mind-boggling how a women's match main eventing could get so over, especially with the crowd? Before the match starting, there was chants like, this is awesome, women's wrestling, it's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty insane that they're able to elicit what they do from the audience.
It's because Triple H and NXT gives us as fans what we want.
Right.
When you watch Monday Night Raw and you see Nikki Bella come out and cut a promo that makes you want to cut your ears off, that's not what we want. We want to see exactly what we've seen tonight on Monday Night Raw, but the likelihood of that happening is fucking zero. So,
yeah, it's just such a different feel and atmosphere, and Vince is, whatever they're doing on the main roster, but NXT is doing so well, and they're already starting to replace these women. Asuka, she was good too. Asuka was good. She was in a match with what's her name? I can't remember her name now.
Dana Brooke.
And Dana Brooke has always worked a little bit here or there. Like she kind of like she's scary sometimes. Other times she's good. Okay.
She's very green though. That's the thing
Yeah.
with her. It's like she's hit or miss. Like, you know, I mean, obviously Asuka was going to get the win tonight, but Dana Brooke, you never know what you're going to get. You know, she has the potential of fucking up very badly, and you know, WWE is kind of pretty much putting their stock in her at a very quick pace. I don't know why, but
well, it looks like they just told Asuka to just go in there and beat her ass. Like, go ahead and kick her in the face a bunch and whatever, and like, you know, she'll see if she handles it. 347. What's going on?
What's up, man? I was watching the pay-per-view tonight when I got home from work, and I saw the main event. It was a great main event for a women's Iron Man match. Do you think Vince McMahon is actually going to finally take notes from Triple H and see how well he could book a match? Because even the little things, have you noticed in the main event of NXT, they just show like the main event guys or women walking towards the stage, and you hear the dum 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 dum.
Yeah,
like,
that's something that WWE's always done, that noise. But
they've been doing that back since fucking Bret Hart and Hakushi.
Yeah.
There you go. I remember seeing the Steve Austin and Shawn Michaels. They just walking up to WrestleMania to the stage, and I'm like, oh, this looks so. Every time I hear that little tone, it just reminds me of that main event. It just sends bone chilling. It's just incredible.
Who the hell is calling? Hold on a second.
That.
Who the hell is? Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You want a taco? I'm in the middle of doing a live show. I'm doing a live show right now. You want a live taco and I'm doing something?
I love tacos.
You like tacos?
Yeah. That's tacos.
Are you sure that it's AIDS you don't actually like?
I don't know. I'm just Elmo. I'm the average Elmo.
I've got AIDS.
Oh, God.
Somebody called me on my cell phone for some reason. That was really weird. I don't know if that was just some random person that calling me on my cell phone at midnight. That's really weird. But anyway, they like AIDS. What were you saying, man? I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I had to be like, someone's calling my cell phone at midnight. I have to answer it on the air.
That's all right. Seeing those little things like that, like, it shows that you could tell that they're focused on the main event. Like, they're putting the wrestlers over. They're giving them more attention. They're taking their superstars more seriously when they just show them walking to the stage like that with the little sound in the background. To me, I feel like they're taking them more seriously. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we're booking. This is our main event. And I could tell when Triple H went inside the ring and hugged Bailey, I know in his mind he's like, we did it. And I'm just hoping Vince takes notes because it was a good pay-per-view.
It was a good pay-per-view. I don't think Vince takes notes from anybody, though. That's my worry is, like, you know, Vince ain't doing nothing for nobody. Fuck that. If anything he did, he'd probably be getting the product we want, maybe.
He was back in Stamford, Connecticut, booking Kane's next disappearing act.
Yeah, he'll come out with a bunny, and he'll say, "I've got a present." He'll be the bunny, and he'll attack somebody. We'll bring back out of nowhere Adam Rose's gimmick with the people and the bunny, and then Kane can be the bunny, and they don't know what the hell they're doing. The mid card is fucking garbage. I'm convinced that. I swear to you, this is what's happening. Vince McMahon is like, I want to have everything to do with the main title, and then with the WWE Championship, and then here you go, guys. Here you go, 30 writers. Write these fucking lower mid-card people. Write these mid-card people and see what happens. And they're all writing for everyone. No one knows what the fuck they're going. No one knows what they're doing, and they don't know what they did 3 months ago. They don't know what they did 3 months ago because there's like a fucking slosh of 30 different writers coming in and out of there. They don't know. Ironclad contract, this thing, that thing. They don't fucking know.
Did you see the way Stephanie McMahon was tonight? Just clapping and smiling and, you know, cheering for the women in the ring.
Yeah.
She's not like that on Raw.
No.
What the fuck are they doing? It's like it's a completely different individual on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, on Raw she's probably like, I'm embarrassed. I think I peed my pants. But because she's like an act, she must feel like an actress on Raw. Like, I got to go out there and act like whatever. But on NXT, you know, I'm sure she was actually a fan of it. Who the hell would be a fan? How could you be a fan of the main roster? You know, if you're there. It's bullshit.
You can't.
It's
You
fine.
have Sasha Banks and Bailey in tonight's match, and Sasha Banks is fucking making Bailey's family cry. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see from a heel.
Thanks for the donation, by the way. And we have another one rolling in. Let's see who the donation is for. Let Asher talk. I'm the one who called the cell phone number. How the hell do you get my cell phone number?
All right.
Huh? Oh. No, it was a little kid. It was a robot? Oh, it was a robot. Little kid, whatever. Anyway. Let's see. What else we got? Oh, it's probably faggot Tommy C or somebody probably doing it. Because he can't get over his fucking life sucking. 954.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think Raw, it needs to be more spontaneous, more chaos, more unscripted fights, and Randy Orton should have a feud with Seth Rollins, and at the end have a fight for the championship title.
Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins. I'd rather fucking overdose on NyQuil.
Hey, well, at least more chaos, more unscripted fights, more madness.
More madness.
You don't need more madness, man. You need to see exactly what we see down in NXT, man. Simple storylines, simple promos, nothing too overly complicated, and just great wrestling. And just great wrestling. That's all you need to see. If we had 2 hours of Monday Night Raw every week, exactly the way we seen NXT tonight, I would not complain at all.
All right, that's cool.
A lot of people have been telling me like how much they like Orton and stuff. You know.
Yeah, Orton's one of the best that they got. You know, I mean, Orton in the ring is great. It's just, you know, his character flip-flops back and forth. It's either heel, face, and then when they turn him, when they do, it's great for like 2 weeks, and then it becomes instantly stale. That's just
you need a psychotic Orton, one that just goes absolutely nuts.
You want crazy Orton. You know what I liked Orton? What was it when he kind of had that little feud with Shawn Michaels? Wasn't that pretty good? I don't really remember, but I think it was all right. Like when he it wasn't when he broke in the Triple H thing, but when he had some kind of feud with Shawn Michaels, and I think I liked that.
I wasn't watching back then. I remember Orton versus John Cena, and that was pretty good.
Well, you know how Orton, Leah just handed me a note that said Orton was getting married. He might be gone for a while. Remember he wanted to take a bunch of time off?
No.
Oh, Orton wanted to take a bunch of time off, so he's been off and on TV, and he's going to get more time off, apparently. And that's basically, I guess, now because fucking he wants to get married.
Okay, where can I watch NXT on cable?
WWE Network, $9.99.
Fucking,
you
should have heard my calls yesterday. Like there was a guy who wants to like,
where can I watch WWE NXT? Go to www.com. All the shit you need.
No, this guy wants to like torture Cena and like rip his limbs off and like eat his face or something.
Dude, I hear it all the time on my channel. I'm not a Cena fan. No, everybody that listens to me knows I'm not a Cena fan. But you got to respect the fucking work that he's been doing for the United States Championship and the work ethic that he's shown us this year. I mean, the top 10 matches this year, if you look back, fucking 3 or 4 of them are going to be with John Cena. I mean, fucking cut the guy some slack. You might hate him, but you got to respect him.
Well, let's get to this. And NXT was great tonight. People asking what I give. I give it an 8.5, which I don't think is too bad. 8.5 ain't that bad. But it was better than fucking MSG. I know that. The MSG show. What the hell do you think of that?
What cable channel can I see the MSG show on?
What's up, Jesse? Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, in somewhere in Puerto Rico, I bet you they're playing it.
No ratings.
Yeah, the MSG show. I mean, listen, the Seth Rollins match with John Cena was fucking great.
Right.
You know, the only problem I have with that match was the fucking ending. I mean, you're fighting for the United States Championship of the WWE, yet you're going to restrict you winning the title from dropping down to the floor because Kane is down there. I would have fucking jumped right into his
Joe,
arms.
you left your lunchbox at home. Don't forget your diapers.
Oh, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it.
I never leave home without them. Thank you.
Never leave home without the diapers. I like it. Hey, I got diapers everywhere around my house. I got a bunch of kids here. I'm having a third kid. I got diapers. in my upstairs. I got diapers in the other room. I wear diapers too. Brenna's got diapers. I've got 2 kids that are gonna need diapers. And look out. That being said,
A whole lot of duty.
finna send my greasy ass. I can't get over it, man. No, what did you think about Big Show Brock? Because I thought it was good. I thought they kind of like buried they told Big Show, but with a little bit of a tease that I felt a little bit better about it.
Me too.
Yeah, but then why did he come out on Monday Night Raw and just completely ruin my mood?
Who? Big Show?
He just came out and took another suplex, and then he didn't take enough suplexes the night before.
What's funny is he executed it perfectly on Raw, but in the match it was like, let's do that again.
That was the F5. He botched the F5.
Oh, I love how they were talking to each other. I fucked it up. Yeah, I know. Let's do it again.
I didn't hear it. Did you? Everyone's telling me they did hear it. I have to go back and listen to it. So they heard. So you could hear them being like, "I fucked it up. I know."
He either told him like, that shit hurt. I can this is the last one, or he said something because Brock was just like, I know they got to do an F5 though.
That's funny. Did you hear that, JD?
I wasn't paying attention, dude. Really. I mean, when Big Show, I was just happy the match lasted 5-6 minutes and was just gone.
It was right before the last F5. It was just like, man, do I really got to do another one? Kind of thing. That's what it looked like to me. I didn't catch every word, but.
Well, I got a big announcement. Friday, real quick, there's a quick plug since we're in the middle of stuff. Jeff Jarrett will be joining me on Friday night before Monetize This, probably around 10 p.m. it looks like. So we'll have Jeff Jarrett from Global Force Wrestling to come on. He's going to be talking about Global Force Wrestling, Las Vegas, the tour in the UK, and of course about his career and stuff as well. So that's going to be a nice show.
That's fucking huge. That's a fucking great get right there.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Look at that.
Fucking nowhere. Asuka is how soon do you think until she's going after that championship with Bayley? I mean,
immediately. When we get into the news and rumors portion of the show, I got news on Eva Marie.
All right. Great.
That actually broke today, but Asuka's going to be thrusted right in there.
Beautiful. I like it. I like that they're reloading because you thought, it was weeks ago that it was like, oh, shit, you know what I mean? We're losing some of these, but they've got Athena and some other people. Of course, WWE puts them through that same process every fucking time. It's like, all right, we're going to grab you, we're going to put you in the training center first, see what's going on, tell you the way things go before they get to the NXT. So they go through this, filtering program with the WWE every time, but we know they're coming. And so this women's division in NXT is going to get restacked, and I can't wait for it. And it's time to take some more phone calls because I'm feeling fucking like that. 956, what's up?
Hey, Joe Cronin. Okay, I just saw that you got Jeff Jarrett. This is what it needs to do. We need Jeff Jarrett versus Rattlesnake Jake, and we need a Barry 9 to 5. JD knows what I'm talking about.
Oh my God, this fucking guy.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm laughing.
JD knows. He knows why.
Push 9, hashtag push 9 to 5. 9 to 5.
No. Hashtag I'm Rattlesnake Jake, bitch.
Yeah, we'll see in 2K16, man. Fucking budget cuts for days on you and Llama.
The challenge has been dropped. I think he's challenging you. Holy shit. I don't know what just happened. I got to watch your show more, apparently.
Well, that's my WWE 2K15 creative character, Mr. 9 to 5. We're doing.
Oh, that's right.
Me and the guys are going to be doing this little mini tournament when 2K16 comes out.
Well, you got to face Buttfuck Dumb then.
Who the hell's that?
That's my character, Buttfuck Dumb.
That's like if Howard Stern was on with I don't know there's someone in the same industry, right? I don't know who else is out there, and fucking the guy goes, yeah, don't worry about it, Howard. He knows what I'm talking about.
SummerSlam WWE matches predictions. Main event: Undertaker vs Brock Lesnar. Announced winner.
Nice.
Undertaker WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins vs Sting winner.
Nice.
Sting US Championship. John Cena vs Cesaro vs Rusev vs Kevin Owens winner. Caesar.
Hey, what's up? Who's this?
This is man YouTube.
What's going on, man?
I'm doing great. So I just have 2 questions for you.
Okay.
The first one is, after the Divas Revolution, like Becky, Sasha, and Charlotte, where do you think Bayley's going to go with the Divas title after this?
I think we're kind of getting into that. I think that it's going to be Asuka, and then, of course, Nia Jax is going to come into the picture. And they'll probably go that route for a little while, maybe. Do you think? I mean, there's a question if Nia Jax comes right up. I think, you're going to see Asuka probably take on Bailey, right? At some point, like JD just said. I think he's right. And then, of course, Nia Jax will start burying some people and beating people's asses. And eventually, it will come down to, we're waiting for Jax versus whoever the champion is. Probably Bailey. Maybe it could be Asuka. It could be Bailey that comes up quick. And I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. What do you think, JD?
I think Bailey's going to be on the main roster before WrestleMania. I think Bailey's going to be a big force to be reckoned with going into WrestleMania. And I think when we did episode 1, I said Bailey, Sasha, Charlotte, and Becky in a fatal 4-way match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, see, I don't know, man. Yeah. I get that. I don't want to see a 4-way for the title though.
But if it's built right with storylines and they get rid of these fucking tag teams, I think it'll be good.
I'm just really worried about it. I just don't want to see. I don't want to see 4 chicks. I don't know. I'm worried that I guess they can do it right because they've been doing shit right. So maybe I should calm down. But I don't know what it is. I want to see that one-on-one match. I want to see the NXT type of match on WrestleMania. But
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Did you hear they're changing Tamina's name? It's Tamina Doe now because they don't know who her father is.
What the fuck?
Like Jane Doe?
Yeah. They really don't know who her dad is?
No.
No, I get it. I get it. The whole fucking murder thing. I get it.
Coconuts are explosive for no reason.
Can you imagine being her? Can you imagine being what was Benoit's kid the other day? Was doing an interview or something, and it's what do they do with him? Do they have to rename him something else? Because they never
call him the Crippler.
I don't know what they can call him. What would they do? They'd have to call him something else, right? Like Son of Vader. I don't know what they would call him. 812. You're on with JD and Joe. What's up? Out of nowhere.
JD, Joe, what's up, guys?
How are you doing?
Doing good. I just wanted to call and ask you guys about obviously the Sasha Banks and Bailey match was phenomenal. I still don't think it was better than NXT Brooklyn, but it is what it is. I did think that the Corbin and Rhino versus Jason Jordan and Chad Gable match was easily the second best match on the card. I thought that match was phenomenal. What do you guys think about it?
I thought it was. I don't know if it was second for me, but there was spots in it that were really cool, like that suplex. That whatever the hell Baron Corbin did at the end when he spun him sideways, then front back face plant. I don't know what the hell, man. I've never seen both of those things.
The fact that Gable got fucking Corbin over in that German suplex was unbelievable.
Yeah,
I'm big on tag team wrestling, but these guys are going to be something special if WWE keeps at it. I mean, they got a great look and they just look great together. And they'll probably be the next NXT Tag Team Champions before everything's over with, honestly with you.
I thought his knees were going to pop out during that German suplex because he did all that stuff, then had to pull him over completely with all his weight while holding his knees buried. I thought his kneecaps were going to pop out, man. That was goddamn insane.
Yeah, but, that move was unbelievable. But they have this Haas and Benjamin look to them that just fucking it's like the recreation of fucking Haas and Benjamin in NXT. And you can't complain about that. Haas and Benjamin were fucking phenomenal together.
I was just going to say that I thought that Chad Gable actually bumps and moves around the ring kind of like Kurt Angle does. Yeah. Not just because he's wearing the onesie, but I mean, I think he bumps and stuff just like Kurt does and sells really, really well. Really like the match.
I did too. I mean, I thought the night was solid. I don't think, like you said, like Bailey and Sasha, I don't think that, that they were, I don't think it was better than NXT TakeOver in Brooklyn, but it was different, and they gave us something different. They did the feud again with something different, and I like that. And
see, the thing that I mentioned before, man, is I think Gable and Jordan should have won it, the Dusty Rhodes Classic, but they gave it to Balor and Joe, and I wouldn't mind if Balor and Joe won it, but I was hoping that they would have set up another match or the next match between Balor and Joe because I believe Joe's going to be next in line for the NXT title. They didn't even tease anything, and they just gave them the tournament. So it's like, they gave them the tournament because they're two well-known names, and I guess they wanted the first year to be two well-known names. But, I mean, it would have been better if they set up something for the next pay-per-view, like some animosity or something between Joe and Balor, but they didn't even do that.
They're doing the WWE style. Just call it as we see it at the time.
You know, well.
I don't know what I think they just wanted let's have those two good guys feel good and win, but they didn't have as much. I even started thinking Corbin was going to win because maybe he had more of a connection to Dusty Rhodes or something, and things like that. I started running through my head, and Samoa Joe just got there, you know what I mean, and Finn Balor kind of sort of got there, but Corbin's been there a while.
Sorry, oh shit.
No, you're good.
Do you think it rubs WWE the wrong way? Maybe that he's already been a built talent somewhere else. So maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Obviously not if they got the fucking this kind of honor tonight.
Well, but they, it's like if they were like seemingly giving him. You're making. I didn't watch, but you're making it sound like they dangled the carrot, but they didn't give it to him.
To who?
Or what? You were kind of saying how
Corbin?
They didn't really. It was kind of a gray area. You're not sure what they're doing with him. So you don't even know if they're really pushing him yet, do you?
Who are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, Samoa Joe. My bad.
Oh, no, I don't think that. I think they just were
He's a Triple H guy. He'll get pushed.
Yeah, he'll get just like Owens.
Right. Yeah, when he gets up to Monday Night Raw, Kevin Dunn's gonna look at him and tell him that he's fat and that he's not gonna go anywhere, and then they'll fucking have him run away like a coward, like they're doing Kevin Owens.
412, what's up?
Hey Joe, it's Don Busquets.
Oh, boy, how you doing tonight, sir? Are you in jail yet?
I forgot to take my meds today.
Oh no.
And I wrote another story that you have to hear.
Okay. Let's hear the
you
story.
Ready?
JD, you ready for this? I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, make it quick.
Yeah.
Tommy C bends over and whispers, "Make me bleed."
Oh, okay.
Man, cut him off. Cut him off.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking assholes.
Oh, man. That's funny. Well, it's true, though. What else we got? What the fuck else we got? JD, tell me something, bro. Speak to me. What is on your mind?
Let's see. I got news and rumors here.
Let's do that. Let's go into that.
Yeah, I actually got news on Eva Marie, speaking of NXT.
Oh, boy. Maybe she's injured now. Maybe some fan got mad at her for injuring Carmella. The Staten Island Queen. What the fuck, Eva Marie? Okay. I'm sorry.
Let's see. What do I got here?
Okay.
Where the fuck is it? Apparently, WWE's taken Eva Marie out of the title hunt. They were pleased with her progress, and now they're kind of going back on what they originally said about Eva Marie, and they're trying to develop a non-wrestling role for her in the near future. So she may be out of the ring completely, forever.
Wow.
Suck it.
Because apparently, I guess she injured Carmella at a house show.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
Oh yeah, I heard. I did a 17-minute video on it. Start watching my video.
We did a period segment.
We did a period segment. Yeah, we talked about how it would be great if Eva Marie said, "All red everything," and then she took her fucking tampon out of her crotch and threw it at the crowd.
All red everywhere.
Can you imagine?
No, we did the Gangrel bit. You remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Can you imagine if WWE pushed Eva Marie over Asuka for the NXT title, women's title? Can you imagine how fucking dark of a day that would be in WWE?
People must be getting pissed in the back, is my guess. I'm guessing there's a lot of heat on her, and she hurt Carmella, who I'm assuming is over and friends with everyone who's back there, who's been there. And then Eva Marie comes in, and she tried to say, I heard that she tried to say, this is just what I heard, this could be completely fake and false, but I heard that she said that I didn't do anything. It was a mistake on her end, or a mistake. It was a mistake. But people that were there were saying that she kicked her in the face, like one of those running, almost like a Zack Ryder, the boot to the face, whatever he does. The
broski boot?
The broski boot. And she kind of did that, but she just fucking kicked her in the face because she's uncoordinated.
Dude, I don't know if you noticed when she wrestles. The last couple of times I've seen her wrestle, it looks like she's fucking moving underwater.
Yes,
it's like she moves in slow motion. Like nothing is like fucking fluid. Like you watch Apollo Crews, the man's like fucking Mr. Perfect over here, fucking flipping, and everything's like precise down to the last fucking down to the last T.
Dude, Apollo's fucking got Game Genie in, and he's got like zero gravity plugged on. Like he's fucking can just loop doop doop, and it looks fucking easy as pie. He's got the Game Genie code on. Meanwhile,
Eva Marie, it's like it makes me want to fucking rip my eyes out when I watch her.
When I watch her, I'm like, am I in quicksand right now? Am I in fucking quicksand right now? That's how I feel with her. But no, we did a 17-minute. Chris Tosevich joined me and Jesse, and we did 17 minutes on this. And I said, why WWE has to get rid of her before she hurts somebody badly. And it was a video I was going to make weeks ago before she injured somebody. And, of course, making the video, now everyone's like, Joe, you just did this because she injured somebody. But
Carmella's not even that bad in the ring. She's still green, and she's still a rookie in whatever she's doing down there, but she's so much better than Eva Marie.
Yeah, Carmella's another one of these people that, like, okay, she's a manager. She looks pretty good. Maybe she's not quite the full wrestling package, but she's already ahead of her. It's like Alicia Fox and somebody like that. It's like they're managing to get through and doing a good enough job. But when you watch Eva Marie, it's like there's something not working or something. Like, I don't know, like she can't really jump. She leaps without effort. Like, she leaps in a way that, like, if someone drops down on their belly and she goes to jump over them, she almost trips and falls on her face every time. Yeah. She doesn't put a big effort into leaping over them. She's going to miscalculate that shit and fall on her head one time. That's what it looks like.
Got lead in her ass.
She got lead in her ass, yeah. But she doesn't look like she does, but she does. It's all that sun tanning and shit to turn herself fucking paste brown. Or brown. It's just like it's all wearing her skin down or something. Metals are going in there. I don't know. What else you got though?
TNA star jumping to WWE. TNA star James Storm officially was backstage at today's NXT Takeover event.
That's wild. That is something we've been talking about. That's fucking wild, man.
James Storm's got a great look, and TNA's going out of business. I'm sure they said they got 4 cable networks negotiating a deal with them after Destination America. I doubt it. But James Storm would be a nice veteran presence on NXT. I think he's still got a lot to give, especially in WWE.
Oh yeah, of course. I definitely believe that. No doubt about it. James Storm would. I always saw him coming, and I think he'll be good, and he can wrestle with Kevin Owens but NXT, forget Kevin Owens and WWE main roster. He'll just be great on NXT. Yeah. I'd like to see Tyler Breeze versus James Storm. I'd like to see. Balor, just so many people. It's another one of those things. And it also kind of kills that whole rumor, that whole idea that we kind of had, because at a time, we mentioned that WWE wasn't going to pick up any of these TNA guys. But now that's kind of out the window.
Vince McMahon won't, but Triple H will to make NXT an even bigger presence.
Right. And also he was able to get Joe and lots of these people after, they already had some success.
Yeah.
So, I wonder if they just said, you're doing it, here's the fucking money, you do whatever you want.
This is something I wanted to discuss with you about. I agree with this. I don't give a fuck who, is against me on this. And my brother actually tweeted me this as well on Monday Night Raw. CM Punk went off on Twitter ripping Susan G. Komen and the entire organization over there, saying that they're nothing but a fraud.
Yeah.
What do you think about that one?
Well, right before he tweeted that, I went off on Susan G. Komen and called them a fraud too. Videos before. So
I don't think he's wrong.
Yeah, I did.
I don't think he's wrong either.
I did the same thing. So much so that Isaac, my buddy Isaac, who makes and JD's buddy Isaac, who makes backgrounds, made me this background. Save dem titties. That's right. Joe Cronin Show's going pink for the month of October. # save dem titties. Fuck Susan. That's right.
But look at this. I did some more research, and I got some numbers here. Okay. Gary, I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, Dikovitsky. He's the VP development for Susan G. Komen. He was paid $96,000 from October 8th last year to March 9th of this year. And then for some reason, even with the same job title that he has currently, back in 2009, he made $417,000 that year.
Damn, man.
So where the fuck is the money going?
That's crazy, man. I heard it was 80% that was going to like nothing, and 20%.
20% WWE's donating to Susan G. Komen. So if you do the math, WWE donations actually, how much WWE donations actually go to cancer research?
They're donating 80% of the little
20% of 20% is 4%. Where's the other fucking 16% going?
This is like if I went to fucking like the supermarket and I grabbed a fucking thing and I was like, "Hey everybody, hey, support AIDS research. Support AIDS research. My name is Daniel J. Cronin. Support AIDS research. I have a fund. I have a foundation. Support it." And then I get everybody to give me like $200 throughout the day. Then I donate $40 and I keep the rest of the money. It's like I'm using this cause to make myself a bunch of money. But you can't really say anything because I am raising money for it. But I don't know where the rules go on something like that. You can't really, because it's not like you're like, oh, taking all the money and keeping it. That'd be illegal. That'd be a scam. But it's not as sort of a scam if you take most of the money or some of the...
Less than 6% of all donations actually go towards treatment. 10% goes to fundraising. 11% goes to administrative costs. And it's just ridiculous, the figures that I seen tonight for all this, because CM Punk called them out and said that pretty much they're nothing but a fraud organization. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I've believed this for a little while, and I didn't want to say. It's hard to say something because you become a dickhead, you become an asshole, you become ostracized if you say anything about this, and that's why I was worried about it. I had one guy come to me and be like, "My mother was helped by them," and it's like, well, that's okay, of course, I'm sure she was, because millions of dollars are donated, so they do have money to do things, and they are helping. But you know what I mean? It's like. You gotta be careful. You can't just look at it like that. Yes, they are helping, but they could be doing more, and they're not. They're pocketing stuff.
We're not gonna help St. Jude's. They're weak little bastards.
Jesse's lost.
No, if they were like, that's the only place I know of St. Jude's that's actually on the up and up. Like all the other major ones.
Yeah.
For all I know, they're all bad.
Well, that's why I
Dennis
donated
Leary
mine.
Firefighter thing, like that's legit too.
Well, that's why I did St. Jude's as well. You know what I mean? I did the same thing. That's why I recommend donating to that place. Anything else, Jay?
Yeah, I got Dean Ambrose in the news. He's apparently going to be receiving a main event push, according to Dave Meltzer. John Cena's taken a few months off for personal issues, and Ambrose is scheduled to take Cena's place on live events through most of the holiday season, which might force WWE officials to push him towards the main event picture. But there's no word yet on John Cena's United States Championship or who he's even fighting at Hell in a Cell. So Dean Ambrose in the main event, I don't know. He hasn't done anything to prove to me that he's main event worthy yet, anyway.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know where that's coming from. I mean, like, remember last year or whatever, same thing happened. I think Cena was out and somebody else was out, and all of a sudden Dean Ambrose had all this time on the air. So, yeah, he did it, like, last year. So I guess he's going to get a push, and where's that going to come from?
Yeah, he did it, but WWE made people,
not like him.
It was very rushed. It meant nothing.
They made him lose
throw him into a feud with John Cena after, a week, and then you're going to have him go fight for the IC title at WrestleMania, and then he's going after Seth Rollins in a steel cage match. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous.
They made him lose to a goddamn TV. I mean, that's all. I can't get that out of my head. And then he loses, and then that was it, and move on. Thanks for coming. Guys, yeah, you can support the show by donating. In the description box below is the link if you want to donate live and tell us what's up. $3.16 will get you the Stone Cold shout out. And over $10 will give you epic voice over. What else we got? Anything else?
Oh, look at that. Sean's view is in the chat.
He is. What's he saying?
Like, I have arrived late, but better late than never.
Fuck yeah, Sean. You get your ass on here, man.
And people are telling him to get out.
Sean's view, get out. Oh boy. Well,
hey, listen. He's listening now. I'm like, bro. I texted you earlier to be on the show. What the fuck you doing, man? You're in the chat, but you're not on the show. Call in. Call into the fucking show.
It's supposed to be a
if I call, never mind.
Get Sean's view to call into the show, man.
Sean's view, call up, man.
Don't take my number.
Your number's safe. Don't worry about it.
I'm having my kid's name is gonna be Joe's bitch. Yeah, man. I'm having a kid too.
Last piece of wrestling news here. We got The Rock doing something before the end of the year with WWE, causing a lot of speculation if he's going to be on programming in the near future.
Shut up, King Macho.
I'm glad somebody said it. Right. And WWE moved his profile from the alumni section to the current roster, so speculation is running wild right now about The Rock coming back to WWE and working with them heavily going into WrestleMania.
Leah's yelling at you that she said that last week.
Did she?
Yeah.
This is a new article I just read today.
No, she said she brought it up last week. She's all pissed
Dave Meltzer's just rehashing news. I don't know.
She's pissed.
Fuck him.
Yeah, I know. Take it easy. Leah's got a knife in her hand now. Now she's gonna cut my dick off. She said, "No." No.
Fuck Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, where are you, Sean's View? Get your ass over here.
Yeah, Sean, call in, bro.
Come on, let's talk about your kid. My kid doesn't have a name. I want to know if your kid does have a name. I don't know. My third kid doesn't have a name. We don't know what's going on.
Is it a test tube? What, he's got a kid? Is it test tube?
No. I think it's real.
I'm just fucking her. God, you know what it is? It's a work.
It's a work?
I don't know.
So, how long do you think TNA has, JD? How long do you think? When's the countdown?
I gave it till January.
Wow. I'm just sick of talking about when it's gonna go, like, or whatever.
Well, do you see the shit they did with Matt Hardy, dude? They gave him the title and then they strip it from him.
Oh my god! What the?
And then I'm listening to Jim Ross, and he's like, "Yeah, the Bound for Glory was like a C minus." Oh, like, oh yeah, that's great advertisement for me to go out and actually watch the show.
I haven't gotten an event yet. Why in the fucking hell would you give the title to Matt Hardy first of all, and then the next day I'm gonna vacate this thing?
The only way to put is like Ambrose and Wyatt as legit main eventers is make the programming TV 14.
TV 14 says Mosh Master D. Thanks for the donation. I don't know. TV 14. We ain't seeing it. We're not seeing fucking TV 14.
TV 14, man. We need TV NXT. That's all we need.
You need TV NXT. What a great point. But you know what? You got to convert the rest of the crowd to think like that, JD. I talk to multiple people that I know closely that always talk to me about wrestling, and I'll be like, and they'll talk to me a lot about wrestling and know what's up with Raw and stuff, and I'll be like, dude, you got to watch. Are you watching NXT tonight? You know, and they'll be like, oh.
We're gonna talk about wrestling.
Hey, JD, please say.
You say, oh, JD.
No, I think they want me to say it like, oh, JD.
Oh, that's how it finna send my greasy ass to outer fucking space.
Hey, Joe, we're gonna talk about wrestling.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Andre Corbiel, JD? JD, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
You know Andre Corbiel, right?
Yeah.
So we're all here to talk about wrestling. I left the legendary Bill Apter because Vince Russo paid me all kinds of money. I love Andre Corbiel, but
if you want Sean's View to call in, press 90 in the chat. He says I hit 90. Everybody fucking hit 90. Look, everybody, look at me in 90s.
I'll let Grimm's Toy Show call in. I talk to Grimm on Twitter all the time. He knows he can call this.
Grimm's a fucking beast, bro.
Yeah, Grimm can call in anytime. We're all a fucking community. I love Grimm's Toy Show. I love Sean. You know, even if he fucking made up that story about fucking my sister. You know, I don't.
If I see Grimm in person, if I have the pleasure of meeting him, I want him to put me through a table, and I want him to film it.
Oh, absolutely. We should both go there. We should attack Grimm, and then he gets the better of us and double suplex through a table.
That would be fantastic.
Although he might hurt us. He already hurt himself, for Christ's sake. I never hurt anybody in the backyard. The fuck, Grimm. Although he got hurt in the ring.
I'd let him put me through a table. We could actually give him a Dudley Death Drop to a table, and then he can come back and, kind of think of something to do to us.
No, that'd be great. I'd go for it. I'd go right through the goddamn table, Grimm. Did you see that I got to fucking do commentary with Les Thatcher the other day?
Yeah.
What the hell? I got to the show, and they're like, oh, yeah, you'll be doing commentary tonight with Les Thatcher. And I was like, what the fuck? What? Where is he? I'm like, this guy's gonna kill me. But no, he was great. He was so pissed off at the wrestling though, but he was great. The guys everyone was doing a spot that was like, they would hit the guy into the guardrail, then they would turn around and like pose for the crowd and like look mean and walk away. And
hey Joe, Thursday is the free open beta for Star Wars Battlefront, and when are you gonna stream NHL again? You were killing shit last time.
Hell yeah, man. I'll stream NHL probably this weekend and maybe tomorrow night even. So I appreciate that. Thanks for the donation, Milwaukee Braves. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. It's Out of Nowhere, episode number 2 with JD from New York and Joe Cronin Show, myself. Make sure to subscribe to both channels. If you haven't subscribed to JD, go check him out, JDNY206, or JD from NY206. And, of course, me as well. And we'll take your phone calls now. Open up the phone lines again, 339-226-6610. We lost 937, so just give a call back and I'll put you on. Open up the phone calls. Calling all callers right now, 339-226-6610. It's your time to get on with J973. What's up?
Hey, Joe, JD, what's up? It's an honor It's an honor to listen and watch the program with two real wrestler fans. I have 3 questions for y'all. First question.
This is Asher?
I have 3 questions for y'all.
Cool.
All right, man.
First one. You guys were talking about Vince McMahon. Of all the crowd that we have been getting for weeks and weeks, is Vince is popular? I mean, USA have proven they love WWE over the years, but is Vince probably going to try to turn Raw around before it's too late? Before the network will say, like, Vince, we love you, your program, but if you can't get 1 million people or more to watch your program, I'm afraid we're going to have to take you off the air. I mean, what's this waiting for?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to crash because even with the rating they have, I believe that the WWE is still their highest rated program for the most part, right? I mean, I don't...
Yeah, I mean, Monday Night Raw is number 2 or number 3 every Monday. I mean, significantly behind Monday Night Football, but USA, you know, they do make money for USA, but you know, like Joe said, they got to fucking crash and burn before they start seeing any progress again. That's why I've been lobbying. I hope they fucking dip into the 1 ratings. That's the only way Vince McMahon's gonna learn.
Yeah. They're gonna hit. They're doing a cycle. It's a comfortability cycle where I've said this before. They recycle in little kid fans. They recycle in middle school type of age fans, and they recycle in these fans who are only fans for 1 year to 3 years. I've seen it with a ton of kids who are young. They love it. They tell me they love it, and then like a month later or a year later, I'm like, "Hey, you've been watching?" They're like, "Oh yeah, I've stopped watching that." You know, so they're not cycling like they used to. I know it. It's dwindling down more and more. And then, of course, the older people are getting sick of it, and we're watching NXT. So that recycle program they got going is starting to go down a little bit. And that's why you're seeing the ratings drop. So we need that recycling shit to hit a fucking snag, to be so lame that even those people don't want to start watching it. And when that starts happening and WWE has to redo and relaunch their audience, that's when you'll see it.
Keemstar.
Fuck Keemstar, says Moshmaster D.
All right.
All right. I heard that. Was that a work or was that real with that guy?
It was real.
Okay.
It was real, yeah. There may be a working relationship in the near future. Who knows?
Oh, so I shouldn't say, like, fuck him then.
No, don't say nothing.
Okay, well, too late.
With the fact that WWE World title against Kane, and if the Demon Kane loses, he can no longer come out as corporate Kane. Now, the way we all can agree is a win-win situation for Kane. Either the Demon Kane ends Seth Rollins' title reign, or he can come out or he will come out in a suit and has the power to make matches. So either way, it's a win-win situation for Kane and a lose-lose situation for Seth Rollins. Now, this is what I would have done. Now, I would have said, Kane, if you do not win the World Heavyweight Championship at Hell in a Cell, you will be suspended indefinitely, and you cannot come back and return the ring until the 2016 Royal Rumble match. Now, do you guys agree, or you guys would have went a whole different approach with this?
First of all, before we get into the question, Joe, the people in the chat said the stream died.
Oh, okay. Well, we're back, I think. I do see a little blip that it might have happened, but we're back up. If it crapped out, it's back now, I think. So we'll be all right.
So anyway, man, it was very hard to distinguish what you were saying, but all I heard was Kane and WWE Championship, and a little fucking vomit kind of just came seeping out of my mouth just by the thought of that. What I think is going to happen at Hell in a Cell, corporate Kane, if Kane, Big Red Monster Kane, doesn't win, corporate Kane is fired. I think Kane will win the WWE Championship, and then we'll see Sheamus cash in. That's my prediction. And then both Canes can keep their jobs.
I want to see Sheamus get buried at TLC for some reason. I don't want to see him get hurt. I don't know. Don't be or be positive. That's what everyone's really talking about. New Day. What did you think about New Day on Raw? Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. I mean, it was I was excited for it being in Boston and everything.
I mean, a 6-man tag with the Wyatts and and everybody's going to be watching for Lesnar and Undertaker. That's the only, they don't even have any matches announced. I'm like, how are you going to build excitement for the show if you can't fucking announce matches?
I think the cell is just a waste too. I mean, for the most part, it's nothing. There's a cage and there's no reason for it. This thing should have
You're
died.
gonna have to throw me off.
You're gonna have to throw me. They should have ended this thing a long time ago. The Hell in the Cell thing.
I don't think Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt is going to be added.
Dude,
and then John Cena doesn't even have an opponent.
It takes away from the goddamn thing when there's two of them. Second of all, the whole thing is to keep somebody out or for some reason like that, and instead it's just to do it. Let's have a Hell in a Cell match. Why not just have a go? Do something like crazy. 973, what's up?
Hey, we got cut off earlier.
Oh yeah, of course.
Here's my final question. Now I've been to WrestleMania 23, 25, 26, and 29. And they all were phenomenally good. If you both could choose 4 events that you would go to between November 2015 to November 2016, what would they be?
Wow. What a good, that's kind of a cool question, I think.
What was the question?
It was like, in the next year, like from now to next November, 2016, what events would we want to go to? And I mean, really... what
events would I want to go to? Obviously, I would like to go to WrestleMania.
I'd probably go to WrestleMania, SummerSlam.
I'd probably go to SummerSlam because it's in New York.
Yep, that is 2. I agree. And then I'd say an NXT event.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely an NXT event during SummerSlam weekend for sure.
Brooklyn. Yeah. The.
What about the fucking Rumble, kid? No.
The Royal Rumble, as long as I'm sitting front row.
That might be it.
How many do we get to pick from?
Well, there's 4. I mean, we can pick anything for the next year, not 4.
Oh, just one. We get one, right, or what?
No, you can pick all. He said 4. You can pick 4 events that you would want to go to over the next year, and those are the 4 I'd go to.
The good ones. There you go.
Yeah, that was it. We nailed it because we'll know that those are sort of could be good, but I mean, how could you pick? There could be some gems in there. Could be some other things that are going to be pretty good too, but I don't know. We don't know what it is. We don't know what the deal is. I can tell you what I won't go to, what I wouldn't want to go to. I could do that too. You know what they should do is they need to get rid of TLC. If they're not doing TV 14 and shit, get rid of TLC or one of those.
This is a whole different topic, man. We can fucking talk about this for a few minutes. I mean, WWE pay-per-view, I think they need to just revamp the entire fucking pay-per-view calendar.
Yeah.
These B-level pay-per-views and these fucking gimmick matches that, like you said, they gotta go. Hell in a Cell's got to go.
Yeah.
TLC's got to go. Money in the Bank's got to be fucking put back on WrestleMania. They got to get rid of the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. That shit's got to go. What they got to do is bring back King of the Bash at the Beach in July, SummerSlam in August. You got fucking Night of Champions built up the right way in September, and then you got Halloween Havoc in October. And then bring back fucking Starrcade. You got these fucking copyrights and trademarks. Fucking use them.
And speaking of, you know what I mean?
That's a good point because they can make them their own.
We're bringing a whole new tradition in WWE style. It's just I don't know why they don't do it. I mean, who the fuck wants to see what Hell in a Cell in October every year? It means nothing. Halloween Havoc. I love the set of Halloween Havoc back in WCW. It was great.
It was great. And you know what else is great? Sean's View Entertainment is great. What's up, Sean?
What's going on, guys? On a night where they said NXT made history, I thought I'd make history by coming on out of nowhere.
I love it. I love that you've made history. You've been on almost all my shows now, and it's perfect that you've joined us here. How are you doing? Because we have erections from Sasha.
Wait, what you say? I didn't hear you. What's this? Come again?
Exactly.
I know I had to brighten up the show a little bit by coming on here.
I'm glad you did. We're spiking up now, bro. It's awesome. When's your kid due, by the way?
December 25th.
Oh, thank God. I thought...
Oh, no, my God. Oh.
Jesus Christ. February, so we're kind of close.
Now, what's that, kid number 2, 3, 4? What is it?
Yeah, this is number 3. Hopefully, this must be the last one.
Hopefully, right?
Right. It'll be a ride, man. It'll be awesome. You get him in those, get him in the WWE T-shirts and baby tees and stuff. It'll be great.
Well, I think it's appropriate that I'm having a daughter because it's a girl revolution, a diva revolution. So it only makes sense that I have a girl.
I like it. That's right. You can call her Sasha.
Something in between those lines.
Yeah, there you go. Well,
so Sean, what'd you think of the match tonight, Bayley and Sasha Banks? What'd you think of that?
You know what? I think it just about topped Lita Trish Stratus from 2004. I think it just about topped it.
That's pretty big.
I'd have to agree with that, to be honest.
Did you like it more than the takeover in Brooklyn, the other one?
You know, I said to myself, I don't know how they're going to be able to top that, and they did. They went above and beyond, and that show right there is an example of what you guys have been talking about, what I've been talking about. The
TV-14 era, but
a corpse.
And he fucked a corpse, but at least in the TV-14, it was you could go crazy, you know. But Vince Russo there, you know, to rein in Vince to rein in Russo. That stuff was great. It seems like without that, it's just, you know, Vince is on his own. I don't know why.
And Jim Ross was actually on Facebook last week, and he was asked, why is the Raw rating declining? What's wrong with the wrong ratings? And he simply said, WWE fans are not getting what they want. They're not getting.
It's simple.
What do we want?
Right.
How doesn't Vince McMahon know what we want?
Well, we want to see real wrestling. If we can't get the storylines in the Attitude Era and that type of stuff, all we got left is the wrestling, and that's what you're seeing in NXT. All we got left is the wrestling, man.
They already know that those fans are going to stay there regardless, so they're not really paying attention to the ratings. What they're focused on is the WWE Network, and that's what they're focused on. And even if one day, if the USA Network questioned them as to why the ratings keep declining, they might even move Raw to the USA to the WWE Network one day because it's so horrible. I mean, we're getting to like 93, 94 ratings now, and this is without competition. So can you imagine if WWE had competition right now? They'd be going down the tubes.
Oh yeah, this would be insane. It's all these little tiny guys, and right now, you know what though? They keep going this way. They might be a little tiny guy. They get down to a rating of like a .3.
Sean, I've been coming up with this shit. Do you agree with me that you want to see
go down to 2?
Yeah, I mean, even if it was 1 week where it went just to 1 million viewers or something, or a little bit over that would be phenomenal because then there would be panic, then there would be chaos. I mean, you hear all the time about how there's people walking on eggshells backstage, but yet they're not changing. I mean, they're like I said, they're used to that core audience that they know they're going to get that 2 point something or that 3 point something. Other than that, they're not going to get anything else, and they're just going to keep riding that wave, and it's not a wave of momentum. And stick with. You can't blame anybody but the core of your company.
This is crazy, Joe. I mean, I'm gonna fucking report this on Off the Script on Friday too as one of the top stories, and I know Sean talked about it. They're blaming Seth Rollins for the fucking declining ratings. Are they out of their mind? How dare you even fucking mention that?
Who's blaming him?
WWE is blaming Seth Rollins for the declining ratings.
That's crazy. I mean, yeah, we goof on him a little bit, but I mean, no, I don't think so.
Broke his nose, you dumb bastard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of entertained by him in a way. He's doing the greaseball bad guy persona, but
well, you know, maybe if they made him more T-shirts like they do the other fucking guy, I don't know. Try and sell him more. You know, I don't.
But his matches are so good.
Well, how about this one? How about he actually wins the match by himself? Seth Rollins is one of the worst champions. I mean, it's not on him. It's creative, but he has had the most losses out of any WWE World Heavyweight Champion of the last 10 years. That's bad. That's real bad.
You're right.
But that's been like that for a while. Every champion that's not John Cena has been booked that way, and that's just the way.
But Rollins is the worst. I mean, the last 10 years he has lost the most out of any champion. That's bad.
Yeah, I don't think they realize the climate of things. So they think by making him win in those ways that he'll get heat and stuff, and that's the way they want to do it. Little kids, you know. When people don't know any better. With any of us, he's not getting heat. Anybody who's older than 16 years old or 18 years old, they're not getting heat. They're just getting unbelievability. Like, we don't believe it. It's not working. You wouldn't do this in NXT. You know, would you have the NXT champion doing the same thing No, it hasn't happened. We take it legitimately. We take it like it's a real sport. I think what WWE doesn't realize is they started to call this the reality era at one point. And we're
still waiting. We're still waiting for Seth Rollins versus Triple H. I mean, when's this freaking face turn going to happen, anyways? When the hell is that going to occur?
I don't know how you could turn him face right. It'd have to be something crazy, because how does he go from being respectable and liked to like, oh yeah, John, you fucking loud, John? Like, I don't believe, like, you know, I mean, he's gonna have to like wrestle his ass off. You know what Seth Rollins is gonna have to do? He's gonna have to say, I'm sick of people saying I can't do this. And they should have done this already, by the way. They already missed the boat. I'm sick of doing this by myself. I'm being told I can't do this by myself. And then he goes out and he just constantly wins by himself. every event, every pay-per-view.
Real NXT news, just announced on next week's NXT they are having a battle royal for the next #1 contender for NXT title and Samoa Joe. Isn't it? What do you all think? Hashtag Joe Cronin is the man.
Hey, thanks, Joe from Des Moines. I appreciate that. Did anyone else know that it said tittle, not title? He did spell title, but it said tittle. Well, you're titillating me. Battle Royal, that sounds great to me. I'm interested as fuck in that. That's great.
There's some old school booking. You know, I like the old school booking on tonight's NXT. I mean, well, actually, it was at yesterday's now, but no, it was still a hell of a show. And, you know, Seth Rollins, the whole booking with him is, like you said, it would take something dramatic for him to, you know, turn face. I mean, they should have done that several months ago when it was reported. But, you know, Seth Rollins, I don't know, you know, he's an amazing wrestler. He's good on the mic. But, you know, they limit these guys because, you know, they're giving these guys so many scripts, and you got to remember this, you got to remember that. If they would just go out there and speak from the heart and, you know, just be, you know, an extension of themselves, everything would be good with Seth Rollins. But everyone's going to keep saying that, well, Rollins is boring. He kicks off Monday Night Raw every single week. And that's another thing that came out was WWE, you know, saw that, you know, people were not interested in the same promo, right? So that's why in the last couple of weeks, Rollins hasn't kicked off Raw with the same promo because they finally saw that, you know, they needed to change that. Well, how about they change the entire, you know, Monday Night Raw around to a point where the ratings actually go up to 4s and 5s again?
Sean, one thing. How would you, if you could give me and Joe one thing and one thing only about Monday Night Raw, what would you change to make it better?
Well, listen, listen. They used to build Raw up, you know, for a pay-per-view. You know, you had 20-minute matches, 30-minute matches. We don't need that now. You know, that's what the pay-per-views are for. If we could have more storytelling and more compelling angles, that's what we need. When Vince Russo was there, he had Crash TV. You didn't know what was going to happen from one week to the next. I just want that unpredictability back. That's what we need. And without that, listen, you can have all the matches in the world on Monday Night Raw, and you can say, oh, that was a 5-star match. Well, listen, that's what the hell's the pay-per-view for if you're going to have the same matches over and over. That's
right.
My problem is these rematches. It's getting to a point where it's ridiculous. So there's not even a point for pay-per-views anymore. I mean, that's what I would change, though. That's how I would go about it.
And what would you change, Joe?
Well, about what was it? What was the question?
If you could choose one thing and one thing only about Monday Night Raw, what would you change to make it better?
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, yeah, you don't give it away. You don't be F5 in the big show on Raw, giving it away for free. I mean, I know they already did it at the pay-per-view, but there's been other times when people have done a crazy move on Raw, and then they do it at the pay-per-view. Why would you do it the night on Raw, and then the next week do it at the pay-per-view? We already saw it for free on Raw. That was dumb. That you ruined it. So that's one thing. The other thing is really just getting some kind of flow and consistency. Storylines that you want to watch every week. And then also, you know what I mean? I would tune it up a little bit. You know, get rid of this fucking Ziggler. I mean, the Lana stuff. I mean, the Rusev thing. Like, this is horrible. You know, everything is bad about it, and it's got to do with the writers. I think it's what gets approved from the writers. You know.
Well, that's the thing. We can keep saying like we can blame the writers, but how does this shit get approved by a Triple H or a Vince or a Stephanie? How does this go through them? Like, do they not? And I know they always saying how they're changing the script as the show's airing. Like when WCW was dying, they were changing the show as it was on. And when I hear that you know, this is my job. I mean, if WWE goes out of business, I'm out of a job here.
Right.
So if I see WWE go out of business, who knows? I'll become homeless. So then I'll do a storyline on that or something like. But no, they just need to change the format. I mean, obviously, you know what they're doing isn't working, but yet they keep doing the same thing. Now, see, WWE, they're all happy now because the rating went up a slight bit this week, a slight bit, right. And they're all like happy, like a pig in pig shit or something. No. It's like, oh, they're like, oh, this is good now. We're on the right path. No, it's going to take more than a blip to improve. It really is.
You know, the everybody's saying fire the creative team, get rid of Vince, hire Triple H. Yeah, those are the things that we all want. Monday Night Raw's got to go back to 2. Those are the obvious, but what Monday Night Raw needs to do is go back to simple booking. And I listen to a lot of different podcasts each and every week when I'm driving to work, when I'm at work. And a lot of these podcasts always say WWE used to have the Power 25, the top 25 on WWE.com. Why don't they utilize a ranking system Monday Night Raw, and every week we would get different matches? Like Sean said, why do we have to see the same fucking match every week? Like, who wants to see Sheamus and Randy Orton? You know, put two guys in the ring based off a top 25 power ranking, and at least they're fighting for something. They're fighting for a position, and they're moving up the ladder, and the higher you get, obviously you'll get granted with a fucking title shot here or there, whether it's United States title, IC title. That's what they have to do. Bring back the old school feel. That's what NXT is doing at a battle royal. I don't mind about
on TV. You know, the NXT is completely different. All right, it's written differently, everything, but also the vision. Raw and SmackDown is all the same now. The Titantron, everything. They don't even have their own separate Titantrons. I think even just the vision of it would enhance. If you had a different Titantron, a different entrance. But everything's the same now, all across the board. Raw and SmackDown, NXT is the only thing that has a different setting, a different Titantron, a different feeling. Even the crowd is so much more into it. You go to Monday Night Raw nowadays, you hardly see any signs. You see hardly people standing up. They're just sitting there like with deer in headlights. So it's just the magnitude of everything has just changed, and they think WWE.
That's a very good observation too. Like, I mean, I back in the day, I used to complain about that all the time, dude. Like, if you're going to a fucking Night of Champions pay-per-view,
right,
and you're seeing the same set that you're seeing on Monday Night Raw, I mean, how is that going to look to a fan?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I'm seeing the same shit that I would see on Monday Night Raw. This isn't special to me.
They've lost it all. It's all the same. It just looks like they turned the colors different in the back, and it's stupid.
That's it. That's how they did.
It sucks.
And remember the SmackDown set with the big fist?
Yeah.
At least I gave that identity.
Exactly.
Exactly.
There's no identity.
I mean, I think there is a little hope. I'm going to say this, that, SmackDown is moving to the USA Network next year, and I'm hoping that they said that the storylines are going to stop flowing. So I hope there is some consistency there, because, like I said, if they're going to do what they're doing, because I can't tell you the last time I watched a SmackDown. I really can't even tell you that, and that's sad, because I used to think SmackDown was better than Raw.
Yeah.
Forget that. I mean, that's just off the radar now. I mean, so... we need that.
Listen, if it happened on SmackDown, it probably never happened.
Yeah.
Just think about that.
Yeah, you'd be like, they can't do that 7 years ago on SmackDown. You're like, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Barely matters on Raw.
Oh, dude, that's a call. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that like in 2005 with Mae Young.
Yeah, she already had an orgasm. I remember that. Well, Sean, man, thanks for
at that point.
Jesus. Sean's View, thank you for calling up, man. You got anything you want to plug?
Oh, no, I think pretty much everyone in the chat knows about me. I see all the nice things being said, like always, but,
That was great.
That was great.
All right,
you gotta
man.
come on here live next week. Dude, come on here live next week.
Yeah, do it again.
If you're available.
Yeah, I'll the reason I got caught up, actually, my caught up with that, so then I had to watch NXT, so no, I had to call in, but next week I'll try to get on the show live, and we'll really kick things into another gear.
Yeah, even if you call in later, it's all right. I like when you kind of pop in afterwards. You know what I mean? It's Sean's take. That's what it is. Sean's take comes.
Yeah, you know how the main event for tonight. They go to it's the anticipation. I got to build people up.
I like it. And you did. You pumped me up. I'm all ready to go again. You fucking crazy bastard. I love it. Sean's View Entertainment. Sean's View ENT on YouTube. We're gonna be hitting 100,000 subscribers at some point. So I appreciate you stopping by, Sean. Good luck with the kid. Let us know what's up and. Can't wait to see your crazy-ass videos.
Yeah, I'll see you guys on the flip side.
All right, man. Good shit. Sean's View Entertainment injecting some adrenaline into the show out of nowhere. It was. And he gave us the adrenaline that we needed, I think. It really kicked it.
Listen, I like when he's in a normal setting like this with other people that have common interests. It does add a lot of adrenaline to it. You got the stream hyped and he got the show, pumping a little bit. If he wants to come back on next week, I'd love to have him on.
And you know what? I forgot to have him. I wanted him to say, hey, flip the damn script. I wanted him to say that. Damn it, I forgot. Flip the damn script. Fucking on Bruce Blitz, did you hear me? I called you a pussy.
You look like a potato.
I'm sorry, Bruce. I'm sorry. If you're even alive out there on your private website where nobody can get to unless they take out money and put it through the door. Stay in your lane. I can imagine someone going up to his door and like knocking on it and being like, can I come in? yeah, no. Meanwhile, Vince Russo. Somebody like went over to Vince Russo's channel and like bombarded him with Joe Cronin questions.
JD, what is more dead, raw or cod?
They're getting there. Halo. No, they're getting there. They're getting there.
I'd probably have to say Monday Night Raw right now, man. Monday Night Raw is more dead than Call of Duty.
No
Black
doubt
Ops
about
3 is
it.
coming out. It's going to be a little nice.
Lining up to play that game, bitch, moan, but they're gonna show up to buy it, and there's gonna be a lot of them to show up to buy it. Where with WWE, bitch, moan, shit's slipping a little bit, you know? I mean, sure, Call of Duty probably slipped a little bit too, but it's not like this. You're definitely right. It's raw.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. Fucking thing. Well, hey, I'm out of ideas. I think Raw sucked. I think MSG's show was all right. Chris Jericho was okay, but he didn't look. I mean, you remember Beast
He looks
from
out
the
of
East?
shape, doesn't he?
He does. He looks like if I got out there and just shaved my chest, I would be in the same shape. I mean, you fucking remember Beast from the East, dude? He was flopping and flipping all over the place. He looked amazing. He was like, "I'm in Japan, baby."
Look at his tour schedule. If he wasn't touring right before he did this, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably missed a couple of lessons of DDP yoga.
I haven't been doing it, but I'm still gonna plug it because that's what I do, baby.
Yeah, it's. I don't
But he
know,
did have a
man.
great match with Kevin Owens, though. That was probably the best match of the night. Right?
He did have a good match. He just didn't look anything. I thought it would be better, but he did have a good match. It's just that he didn't look anything like.
That's something with Jericho. He'll always have that where even if he's fucking 60, they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's gonna be great because Jericho's there," and it's like, "Well, what do you want him to do? He's older, you know."
Yeah,
but he's gonna always have that, give you that feel of, man, this is gonna be fucking awesome.
He gave us a good feel. It was all right. I thought it was okay. I just expected more because of what I saw at Beast from the East. JD, I don't remember. I don't know if you guys remember. I don't remember who the hell he took on at Beast from the East.
I think it was Adrian Neville.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why it was such a good match, because Neville was flying around everywhere. But Jericho was flying around too. If you watch it, like he was going, like he was like ready to go. Like, I'm in Japan, let's do this. But with Kevin Owens, I mean, it wasn't quite as good, and the whole thing wasn't as good. MSG wasn't as good, but I saw people being like, "Fuck the network, I'm not bringing it, I'm not getting it again," and I had other people who were like, I would never get that. I watch it for free. Think about this.
An American
It could have been good.
It could have been good.
It could have. Why don't they do Saturday night's main event? Why don't they hype it up 2-3 weeks in advance? You know.
But my point about this is, even though it wasn't the best thing, Beast from the East was pretty good. But even though MSG wasn't the best thing, it was just a bonus show. I don't know why. Well, why would that be the show that makes you say, I'm not going to get the network? I'm going to get rid of the network.
It was a different audience too, man. American audience, they were probably just hyped that this was going to be a live taped thing and whatever, right? But in a different country, over in Japan, they had to do some actual wrestling to get them to pop. Don't you think?
Yeah. I guess you're right. And I guess the other thing is they had a mix of NXT people, where the MSG event was pretty much all main roster people, but Kevin Owens was there. So I guess it is a little bit of a different thing, but still, this is a bonus thing that you're getting. You're still getting the pay-per-view or whatever you want to call it, the main event, whatever. Plus you're getting this MSG thing, plus you're getting all this content. My point is, with all this content, why would you bitch so much about the network? I feel like the network is doing things pretty much right. I don't have a problem with it.
Have you guys seen that show Table for Three on the WWE Network? You watching that shit yet?
Not yet.
Stuff.
It looks good though.
Stuff.
Yeah, you gotta watch that shit. They had Ryback, Ziggler, and Daniel Bryan all eating together and just fucking bullshitting and ribbing on Ryback and telling stories of the road.
No, I watched all 4 of them as soon as I don't really watch a lot of this shit, but when I watched Table for 3, I got hooked and I watched all 4 of them back to back. It was really good, Joe.
That's
I gotta watch. There's one with Kevin Owens, Cesaro, and Dean Ambrose talking about their independent days. So it's a pretty good show.
That is cool, and that's a way that WWE, and that's what I mentioned this to someone a while back. I said, all these shoot interviews all over the place and everything, WWE needs to have their own fucking shoot interviews. If they were smart, it would suck for us because they'd be giving away all this stuff on their own thing. But, you might as well have a shoot interview show on your own channel. Why give it to all of us on YouTube and shit to get these things afterwards? Put them on your own shit.
Yeah.
So that, whatever. Right? But anyway, closing deal tonight would be Sasha Banks and Bayley. I thought was I don't think it was better than the Brooklyn one, but it was such a different take that it was really a great match and another way to take it. I liked how they took it that way. I liked what they did with the clock. It felt like I was watching a sporting event tonight, and I was interested in it rather than some cartoon shit that sucked. It's not even that was PG and badly written. It was good.
How long did they give them?
Over I think 30 minutes.
It was about 30 minutes. Yeah, the first couple of minutes for them just like kind of looking at each other and getting
Oh, you're here.
Yeah, right.
Well, hey, JD, what else? What do you think, man? Any closing thoughts tonight?
Dude, I'm always cooking during this fucking thing. I swear
I'm just glad that it was those two, Bayley and Sasha Banks. I think they deserved it, and hopefully that's not the lesson closing a WWE show. You know, I said it in my review. I think those two could have easily tore down Monday Night Raw in the main event. I just hope it continues that way.
I agree, but it has to be done in the right arena because you go in the wrong place, people don't know who these people are. I'm telling you, some of these crowds, they don't know shit. They don't know anything.
Yep.
They're Pink Hat fans, but I agree. Guys, if you're in the comments section right now, please click the like button and stick the thumb straight up in the air for us. Click that like button, and then, of course, go subscribe to JD from NY206, and subscribe to me right here. And I appreciate you guys watching JD. Go check him out, and make sure you are part of his show also.
I miss all the look at M's.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to get him to listen to me
And
now.
by the way, follow me on Twitter, SexyHoneyBear1.
Pablo Hernandez.
Honey Bear one.
I like that, man. I'll fuck you up in Mario Kart. Let's go, JD. Let's do this.
I'll spin your ass out on a banana peel, no fucking problem.
Actually, no. I usually end up losing in Mario Kart. I get pissed off. I'm like really good for a little while, and then I lose at the end, and I snap the controller in half.
There's not one game out there that fucks you over more than Mario Kart. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I can't stand it. I remember when I played Mario Party with a couple friends, and one of my friends didn't know you could, like, steal the stars or whatever the hell. So, like, we were, like, he was, like, winning. He was, like, dominating. And then he got all his stars taken or whatever the hell it was. I forget what Mario Party is, but he got fucked over big time. It was like Candyland when you get the peanut. It's like, he was bullshit. He was, like, raging. He was like,